welcome to the Unwrapped Leader, where we get raw, real, and relevant in the new network marketing so you can become a gifted leader in your business. I'm Dracy Dewar, and I am doing a solo here all the way from Australia. Yes, I believe it or not, I'm actually Canadian. I'm sure you already picked that up, but I've been living in Australia now for well over 20 years, and I guess it's always wonderful to reflect on, being able to live and grow and do my business here. And I think it's really only been possible because, we are able to have Zoom, we are able to have the internet, we're able to connect and communicate over all these years. I sometimes feel very sad and miss family and friends. But I have to say, thanks to, platforms like this, I've been able to stay very well connected, even to the point where Teisha and I, my high school best friend, Chantel, and her daughter, Teisha, and I've been able to connect and be able to grow a brand, grow a business, write a book, and be able to deliver all this valuable content to you on the Unwrapped Leader on our podcast. So if this is your first time tuning in, please put first time in the comments. We'd love to know who our first time people are. And if you have been diligent in following us in our podcast series, I just want to say welcome back. We totally value you in following us, and we really hope you're getting some good nuggets out of this. We love doing what we do, and we're really always excited to jump on here and share and talk. So again, please let us know if you're a first timer or you're a diligent follower. We'd love to know and follow up with you. But I'm here today, episode 58, and we are going to be talking about to succeed in the network marketing. There is a strong element in there, and we call it about you getting a PhD in social skills. And so how we're coming up with this topic is, number one, is that last week, Teisha did an episode, but before that, her and I did a series on overcoming objections in our network marketing business, overcoming objections in recruiting and overcoming objections in sales, but overall overcoming objections in general and how to make yourself 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And it was a really good episodes that we did, part 1 and part 2. We even did a freebie. I believe it's like 8 skills you must master in overcoming objections. So if you're definitely interested in that freebie, please go and check out the episode so you can learn and follow more. But this episode comes as a continuation, because as I had wrapped up, or we had wrapped up those 2 events or 2 podcasts, we talked about there was something about in network marketing that is really important. And there was 3 things to really help set yourself up for success. And we had talked about, number 1, is understanding your products and the business opportunity. And so how important it is knowing about your products, knowing about the opportunity, the compensation plan, what makes your products and your company so special, the values, the mission, and all that sort of stuff. And that's the easy part. But then the number 2 is you personally developing your brand and your story and taking a really deep dive in there, why you're so passionate about your products and your business and the opportunity and the impact that it has on your life, and how important it is to be authentic and genuine and share your enthusiasm so it resonates with your customers. And more importantly, you can empower them, how you develop your story and how you can focus on relationships and pushing yourself outside your comfort zones and your barriers. So that was number 2. And then the number 3 we talked about was mastering communication and sales skills. But really what it is, it's about getting a PhD in social skills. And so I really want to highlight where that comes from, where I got that from, and bring it all together for you guys in this episode. So I'm going to do my best to slow down because it's a really good one to note take and get some tips and ideas on it. But I have to say, over the years, I had an amazing upline. Her name was Karen Fogg at the time. That's now Lowen. And she was really great on helping me on my personal development and my communication skills and my social skills. Let's just say I probably was definitely a diamond in the rough. And I still am a bit of a diamond in the rough. But we definitely worked on me continually polishing myself and learning these few simple skills. And so just in saying that, not long ago, probably a few years ago, I got to do a road trip tour, a series of events with a super rock star. He's top in his company in the network marketing industry, Scott Ferdulis. And he talked about if only they'd had in university or in school, they taught a PhD in social skills, what a difference and an impact it would make, especially our kids getting out of school, if they could have these skills. And I thought, wow, what a great term. And so Scott Verdulis coined this term, a PhD in social skills. So I went back and I kind of did some notes on it and started implementing and training it as part of what I do and how I speak and train and talk. And so I just really wanted to share this with you. And it really is like going to university for success. And, we talk about this business being earn while you'll learn. And so there's just a few simple things. Number one, I wanted to talk about was first impressions and the power of first impressions, because technically when a stranger sees you, their brain automatically is making 1,000 compulations or whatever of you. Are you somebody that's approachable? Are you somebody to avoid? Are you a friend? Are you a foe? Or do you have status or authority? Are you trustworthy? Are you competent, likable, confident? And, so these are the things that are computing in all of our brains when we first meet somebody. And so I'm talking like face-to-face, meeting somebody, the importance of first impressions. Now we got the power of the internet. And so that whole like, know, and trust, as you know, is so powerful. And it's giving us a platform to really expand on who we are and how we deliver ourselves. But I need you to know the power of those first 7 seconds. If anything, now nowadays we talk about people's attention spans has even gone down to 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds. And so in those 3 seconds, you got to do this. You got to number one, adjust your attitude. Number two, it's your posture and your poise and how you hold yourself. Your eye contact that you make, the power of your eye contact, raising your eyebrows when you're speaking and when you engage, just even that handshake. And of course, if you don't have the handshake and we're doing what we're doing, is leaning in to people, leaning in like you're listening. And so again, your first impressions are so powerful and important. And, again, with social media and internet and stuff, they talk about, how you showcase and share. And that's why we did the whole Unwrap Your Brand Masterclass, to really help you identify not only the impact you want to have, we know your intentions are there, but just the image you want to create and the influence. And so again, it's important to take the time and attention to really work through that. And again, if you have what I'm going to share next, these qualities, there's 5 qualities that make an impact. And I'm sure you have these qualities, but I need you to know the power of these qualities and the importance of them. And so number one, I'm going to talk about is the quality of kindness. People see kindness, they feel kindness, they see kindness in your eyes. And kindness there, there's actually a science to kindness. And I actually pulled this up. I wanted to see what AI had to say about kindness. And so please go and do your AI research. Just do the science of kindness. But I'm just going to give you a little excerpt of this. It says this, the research suggests that engaging in acts of kindness can have a positive impact on both the giver and the receiver of kindness. Kindness has been shown to improve psychological well-being, increases happiness, reduces stress, and it enhances the overall life satisfaction. It also helps promote social connection, strengthens relationships, and contributes to a more positive and supportive social environment. And as you know, they talk about random acts of kindness and the power of that. And so overall, you can see that the behavior of showing kindness and being kind has an incredible impact on you and your audience and those around you. Number 2 is attitude. I know we talk about attitude, but we can never talk about attitude enough, because as we say, attitude is everything. 100% attitude is the power of you growing your business. And I wanted to just share, maybe some of you have heard this before, but it's an exercise. And they say, if you take every letter of the alphabet and you attached a number to it, so A being 1, B being 2, C being 3, P being whatever letter, and Z being 26. So every letter has a number. And if you actually did the word knowledge, wrote the word knowledge, and you found what letter it is, so K happens to be 11 and N happens to be 14, and you add all those numbers up, it comes to 96%. So we know knowledge is important. And I talked about number 1, what you want to be able to do is know the company and the compensation plan. So that's your knowledge side of things. Number 2, hard work. We know the power of hard work. You cannot do this without hard work. Hard work actually adds up to 98% which I think is interesting. But this is what's fascinating. And I remember the first time I saw this, but if you actually write the letters, attitude, and you put the numbers to it, 1, 20, 20, 9, 20, 21, 4, and 5, it adds up to 100%. I blew my mind away when I first did that. So again, attitude is everything. Number 3, gratitude. The importance, again, of gratitude. Gratitude generates such social capital. It is the vitamin for the soul, truly. I personally remember a moment in my life when everything was changing and turning. I had decided to retire from being 23 years with the company. I decided I needed to take a year and go and do something different. And what came back to me, it was, okay, stick with what you know, Dracy. And I had a family crisis. My mom was almost going to die. It was quite a real hard time. And I remember coming to that moment of gratitude and saying, okay, Dracy, focus on what you're grateful for and believe in the process. And the power of that. And ever since, I've taken the moment of always, no matter what's going on in my life, whatever challenge there may be, personally, professionally, privately, I come down to that powerful word of gratitude. And they have shown studies. They actually did studies, 2 studies within, they had 243 total in participants. And in that, there was 10% that were more grateful than the average. They actually had a 17.5% more social capital based on being the gratitude. So you can definitely do your own research on this. It's called Gratitude Social Capital. Check it out. It's quite powerful. But I just wanted to say, gratitude makes us a nicer person. It makes us more trusting. It makes us more social. And of course, it makes us more appreciative. And as a result, it helps you make more friends, create more of an audience, create more of an influence. It helps deepen your existing relationships, and it even has proven to improve marriage. So I don't know about you, but check out happierhumans.com and the benefits of gratitude. It's a powerful website, and they have I'll actually put that link in our show notes on it. I love all the research they've done on gratitude. All right, number 4 is discipline. All right, discipline, we know that, the pain of regret or the pain of discipline, they both hurt. Choose your pain. But I just wanted to quickly give you 10 simple steps to better discipline. All right, super simple. You've probably heard them before, but I know how important it is to remind yourself of them. Number 1, make a personal commitment that you will become a disciplined person. So the interesting thing is not just saying, I am more disciplined. I want you to understand the power of discipline. I want you to speak the power of discipline. I want you to feel what discipline will do for you so you can become more disciplined as you say, I am more disciplined. It is a process to put. It's not just saying I am disciplined. It's going through that process. I understand. I see the power of discipline. I speak the power of discipline. I feel, and I am becoming, and I am. Number 2 is focus on your goal. When you focus on your goal, you're very clear, create those SMART goals, and you have that visual picture of the goals. And again, you understand your efforts of discipline to execute your goal. You speak about your goals, you feel what your goals are going to feel like, and you become your goals. Again, the power of seeing and feeling it. Number 3, first, do what you don't want to do. Whenever it comes and you create that list of the things you got to do on a daily basis, again, eat the frog first. Do the big hard tasks first. Number 4, importance of discipline is getting rest so you can think and feel right and your decision making and being disciplined. Number 5, eating right. The power of eating right is completely, as much as we want to feed our brains, we want to feed our bodies good, wholesome, healthy foods. I'm a big power of eat the rainbow, fruit and fiber, and supplement, as well as eliminating the bad foods. Number 6, it says, don't drink too much. Okay. I don't think I'm here to give any lectures. I'm probably the guilty one myself. I definitely work on doing it to the minimum. I'm currently on a dry July and I'm doing quite well. Not 100% perfect, but almost got there. And I still got a few more days to go. Number 7, start doing little things, the little things that matter. Again, creating that list and just working through, get the hard things done, but the power of doing the little things. And number 8 is make the decisions in advance. Again, I did a whole episode on making decisions. I'll put it in the link here as if you want a reminder, if you haven't, just tips on making decisions. The power of decision making is very important for when it comes to being disciplined, is making decisions and sticking to it. And number 9, make it a routine. Make discipline a routine. We talk about in network marketing, your disciplines is your daily method of operations, your business building activities, your money making activities, income producing activities. Make that a routine. And number 10 is you want to reward yourself. So that's my tips on discipline. I hope you've enjoyed that. So coming down to 5, this is number 5. That will make a huge impact on you and your business and your social skills is being open. You know, one of the most powerful words I've used or questions that I have used in especially leading into I guess attracting people to join my business happily, and that word is recruiting, is actually asking people if they were open-minded. Are they open to discover, to see if this was something for them, if not somebody they might know? And so why it's the power of being open. And us as distributors, us as human beings, it is so important to be open so you can experience. Would you like to experience better health, better wealth? Would you like to experience more freedom? And that's where being open. And for you listening to this, that's why it's so important to plan, do, review, and change as you need to go through your business. And I call it a checkup from the neck up. It's so important to always put your plan in place. Just do it, then review, and then change the things that you need to change in that. And so I talk about reflecting, review, reflect, and rehearse as part of my process. So if you're open to receive, I talk about open up the vortex of abundance, because the universe wants to provide you with good and greatness. And it is up to you to review on your daily basis what's working, what's not, and be able to rehearse how you want your next day to be and start putting that into place, because it is so important for yourself in this process of being open, is to being open to having a coach. A coach is or your upline is a very important process of success. You'll know all the top people all have coaches. They hire coaches. And the beauty of our network marketing business is we have uplines. We have people who want to help you. But why is it so important to have a coach? It is because the brainstorming, it creates brilliance together. You get to bounce ideas together. You get to receive guidance from someone who has been there and done it. It allows you to be accountable. It allows you to commend and recommend and give positive feedback. And so I highly recommend being open to having a coach and going through that process, because the best in the world have a coach. So why wouldn't you? And so finishing this off with is communication skills 101. All right. There's 3 skills and communication skills that make a difference. And so this is where we talk about the power of you learning these communication skills. And number 1 is listening. Number 1 is listening as if your life depended on it. And if you were listening in the sense that your life depended on it, as if there was a bomb to go off and you needed to listen to the instructions, that's how we want to lean in and listen to people, so they feel heard, so you can ask the right questions and you can and actually help them solve their problems. Number 2 is in your nonverbal. Believe it or not, 35% is verbal, what you say, but 65% is the nonverbal. It is the facial expressions. It is the tone of your voice. It is the movement. It is your appearance. It is your eye contact. It's your gestures, as well as your posture. So remember how important body language actually is. It has a huge hidden language, because body language could tell people whether you're insecure, whether you're confident. They can tell whether you're nervous. They can tell whether you're lying. And so my importance to you, or I'm sorry, the words and tips that I'm trying to give you is just to understand the power of body language and learn it, and make it part of what you do, because the bottom line is the body language that you're trying to embody is confidence and security, that you got their back, that you are there to show them the way, and you do that with confidence. And you showing that you are confident leaves a really good impression. And most importantly, coming back to the first impression. So just some positive gestures I highly recommend, again, is that whole walking upright, shaking people's hands confidently, having a pleasant face. So you could be ugly, it doesn't matter. In the face of society, who cares? What matters is smiling eyes, and a smile will light up a room. And again, I think the power of a smile and the power of kind eyes is always going to win. It's not the color of your hair or the color of your skin or the makeup that you use, or you're being a Barbie girl in this kind of plastic world. None of that matters. What matters is the kindness of your heart, how much you're willing to give, how much you show that you are listening, the nodding, the eye contact, the smile. And so in saying that, I believe you have a world of opportunity in there. And stay away from the negative gestures, because biting your nails, getting distracted in a conversation, a fake smile, just poor etiquette. Just know what is good etiquette. I don't have to go into too much more detail, but just understand the power that you have. And number 3 in communication skills is asking questions, asking good questions, being interested versus interesting. I know, especially those of us that have been in the network marketing industry that have gone on vacations, have achieved greatness in this business. It's people, again, it's empowering to see, but they want to know how you want to help them. And so it's so important to be aware of how important it is to be interested in them. You can literally transform relationships in your business through having great conversations. And I know that, just again, coming back to some tips and things. So number 1 is these are just 6 principles I want to share with you to get the most out of an interview or getting to know somebody. But number 1 is you're not the center of the universe. Other people are. So remember that. Number 2 is pay attention to other people's lives. And that is the secret to success, is get to know them, get to learn things. If you're having an interview, especially now with Instagram or Facebook, there's no reason why you can't get to know a little bit about them before you have a conversation, and bring up things if you know they love dogs or they have kids. This is really important. That is about paying attention to the conversation. And number 3 is in the conversation, it is better. That was my tip, is to be interested versus interesting. That's my number 3. I already said that. So anyway, number 4 happens to be consciously move the emphasis from what's in it for you to what's in it for them. Again, the power of what's in it for them, WIFM. I think it's that WIFM, something like that. Number 5 is the more you contribute to the lives of others, the more you will be able to be given to you. And I know Zig Ziglar talks about helping other people, the power of it helping you. And number 6, in every meaningful interaction, resolve the other person's problems, help solve their solutions, and help them feel better about themselves in what you are inviting them to, or however it is that you're wanting to offer and help them. Because in number 1, your objection in the conversation is that person is the most important person, and that you're willing to help them achieve their dreams and goals, and that you have a solution, you have the steps to help make that happen, and that they are the most important person, and you want to partner with them, and that you can help them no matter what, because they are a good fit, and you guys can make a great partnership. So one of the things I love to remember is, if you're looking for great conversation, is to always come back to, we call it Lord, their location, where do they live, their occupation, recreation, and their destination. In other words, their dreams and goals. And if you remember, people And this comes from Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said. They'll even forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And so I hope you've enjoyed this little PhD in social skills. If you want the show notes on that, join our Facebook community, The Gifted Leaders. I'll share my show notes on that. It's definitely something you can use in training for your own teams or something for yourself. So if you've really enjoyed it, please like. If you want to follow more of the Unwrapped Leader, please subscribe. And again, next week, Teisha and I will be back together doing a duo. So have a great day. Thanks.